Oh, I'm live. Big HD ENT talking NFL playoffs. Let's wrap up the wild card first, and then we'll talk about divisional round. First, Browns and Texans. Sheesh. Um, Stroud, man, this kid, he's nice. Um, I had a chance to watch him this season, and man, the way he just gets around in the pocket and his arm is just like ridiculous, dude. Seen him. There was a play uh, they were trying to strike I go deep, and he threw like 60. Dude, it was like 60 yards. He's got a cannon for an arm. He's gonna be good. Um, the Browns, though, man, they really it it was close in the beginning, and then Flacco threw back to back interceptions, pick six, and man, that was it. Houston was able to just really blow them out of the water after that. I picked the Browns. I thought the Browns were had a better defense, number one defense, and Flacco was playing good. At least the last few games, but man, them two interceptions really killed the Browns, killed momentum, and gave Texans the opportunity to get into the next round. Um, Solid performance by Houston, 45-14. But Stroud, man, that kid's looking good. Just everything, movement in the pocket, decision making, taking care of the ball, no interceptions thrown. Um, and just the way he evades tackles, it's going to be a good one. Him playing versus the Ravens today, 4:30. Um, I had the banners. A little coffee. Well, man, I really thought the Browns were be able to get this. Next game, the Frozen Bowl, baby. Sheesh. Negative like what 5 fish out of water, frozen. Um, Miami couldn't really do anything. Tyreek 5 receptions, 62 yards, the only touchdown. I think Miami's only won one game where Tyreek has under 90 yards receiving. Patty half a bill, able to take care of business. Um, I don't recall like too many like major drops. I think there was like Kelsey had a drop that I can recall. 23 of 41 though. Um, there isn't really like a drop ball stat that I can look at. Um, but this next game versus the Bills, they're gonna have to catch, man. Can't be 21 to 45. The way Josh Allen was playing this last like month and a half, man. Last 6 weeks. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm a Florida guy, so I picked Miami. I knew it'd be a hard win for Miami, but it really just didn't do much. One of the most revolutionary offenses froze up. Pun intended. 76 rushing yards. Oof. You got to be able to rush in the playoffs in the cold weather, run the ball. 8 penalties, 62 yards, but um, 1 of 12 third downs. That's interesting too. Um, you got to be able to convert third downs, man. You converted half of these fourth downs, but if you converted half of your third downs, you wouldn't be in this fourth down situation right here. So, still got a Florida team in the playoffs. That's why I'm wearing this red. Frozen Bowl, man, that was crazy. Packers, Cowboys. Man. 27-7 and a half. Whew. Kind of same thing. Dak threw back-to-back interceptions, a pick six, really just blew the game out for the Cowboys. They did try to get it together at the end, but it was like Green Bay. They put in their backup. They didn't even have the backup player over here. I was trying to remember his name, but they had him in there for I'm saying a drive. That's what I was looking for. They had a kid in for a drive. Is this him, Patrick? Nope. Patrick's a running back. Wilson. Wilson's a running back. No, it's not Aaron Jones. That guy was running all over the place. Yo, I know they had their backup quarterback in there for a drive. Anyways, um, Cowboys really just gave it up, man. All love though for Green Bay, man. Coming into Dallas, handing them a playoff loss, man. Dallas horrible record in January. Can't. I don't know what's going on, man. Say their division. They're playing a weak division, so everybody hypes up Dallas, and then they get to play some strong football teams in the playoffs. They don't really do any adjustments, and they get just steamrolled, man. I see this time and time again. We'll see if they can figure out how to make adjustments in the playoffs next year, but they are out of the playoffs. Really, just those two interceptions just really killed it for them. And then, man, Love was just going. This guy, he's thrown off the back foot, thrown off no feet. The Dallas defense couldn't get to him, and when they did get to him, the receivers down the field wide open, no DBs in sight. So Love able to just get the ball off and hit wide open receivers, man. So that Cowboys defense not really able to get to the quarterback and finish the job. And then Love able to really just hit these receivers under pressure. Man, it was just watching him move around in the pocket. I've been kind of like in love, out of love with Love, but just watching this game, he looked really good, man. Um, Started off the season kind of rough, but then they ended the season really good, and now they're in the playoffs, divisional round. Looking at these news, it's all Cowboys, 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 Cowboys. I finally have Purdy steps in the playoff stage versus Packers. So even when the Cowboys are out of the playoffs, the news Still talking about them. I am not talking about Clown Boys anymore. Green Bay to the divisional rounds. Lions versus the Rams. Rams versus the Lions. This was a nightcap. I didn't really get to watch too much of it. I caught the highlights. Seemed like this was a really close game. Lions able to bite off some kneecaps in Detroit, hold down the home court, hold down the home field. Stafford for the Rams. That's a solid performance right here. 25-36, 2 TDs, no interceptions. Watching the highlights, it looked like it came down to like the last few minutes for Detroit, able to hold them off. Goff, well, 22-27. Ooh, that's really good. Sheesh. Hopefully, they don't play like that. Versus my Tampa. Total. Wow, look at this. Total yards, 425 to 334. Passing yards, 357 to 255. Yards per play, 7.5 yards per play. Man. And Rams won time of possession. Only 2 punts. They each had 55 plays. Each 3 and 9, 1 and 1 on fourths. Wow, really close game. 22-23 first downs. That was a really close game. Detroit able to bite off some kneecaps. Don't bite off my Florida team kneecaps, though, man. Bucks got to represent. What's the next game? Snow Bowl. This thing got canceled. They were, the people in Buffalo just built different, man. These guys, $20 an hour, snow in your seats. That was a Frozen Bowl. It was just crazy. I did have Buffalo win this one. Steelers just been playing ugly, winning ugly. They had to get some help to get in the playoffs, and they made it with a little help. But they're just an inferior team going against the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen just playing crazy. Put the team on his back. He had some rushers. He had this big rush. It was like 56 yards or something like that. 8 rushes for 74 yards and a touchdown. We'll see if he could do this again versus the KC Swifties. But, dude, these total yards, they're going to be 400, 500 plus. This game, KC Swifties versus the Bills. The Bills did have some fans come in and clean up the snow, but they were not giving out any free food this time. I think they're probably still paying $20 an hour. Get rid of that snow. But KC's used to the elements. It's going to be a crazy game. But man, the Steelers, just being in the playoffs, playing a playoff game, the way the season went, man, the coach, he's a great coach, man. They got to get a better quarterback for the Steelers, and they'll be fine. I've always liked the coach for the Steelers. So look forward to next season for the Steelers, man. And in the nightcap, my Bucks able to hold off the Eagles. The Eagles, they really just limped into the playoffs. A lot of the players were hurt. Hurts, dude, his finger that game before the playoffs. The Eagles, they were so beat up, playing so bad this last month, man. I had faith in the Eagles that they were going to get it together, but they never got it together. They just played 42 yards rushing. They played horrible, man. They were playing horrible this last month. How Bucks able to hold them off? A solid performance by the Bucks, though. Um, that last week, uh, it was like a 9-0 versus the Panthers. Yeah, the Bucks offense isn't really like a major scorer. I mean, they have a lot, close to 30 points, 20. Huh. I mean, they have some games where they just 6-20. Oh, last time they played Detroit was at home. Very interesting. Golf 30 of 44. Huh. Interesting. Mayfield. This could be interesting. I mean, I've been a Detroit fan this season. Last season, just the way they've been playing, the way they've been fighting. But man, I got to go with my Bucks, Florida man. I got to go with the Bucks for when they're playing Detroit. I got on my red. Um, Now offense though, a little sporadic. See if they can figure out some things. Watching some game film from the last game they played. Wonder if they played them last season too. I don't think so. They don't usually do anything, something like that. No, they didn't play them last season. Very interesting. That was a wild card, man. Wild card weekend. For me, the cold was the highlights with the Steelers, Bills, Dolphins, Chiefs, Packers destroying in Dallas. And then Texans, the way they just handled the Browns' number one defense, that was pretty good. There is another team in Texas in the playoffs that made it to the divisional rounds. Give them the props they deserve because it's at 4:30 divisional rounds. Texans, Ravens, man. More this week went on, the more. Why is this guy on here? Guys, Jesus. Just stop. There's another team in Texas in the playoffs. Why is he on there? But the more this week went on, the more like I was leaning towards the Texans, man. Just that defense, the defense for the Ravens, the way the Texans were able to put up points versus the Browns defense. This is going to be an interesting one for me. The thing, what I feel like this is going to be a really close game. Ravens are 8.5 point favorite. I don't think it's no. It's going to be a close one, man. It's going to be like a 2 point, 2 point, 3 point game, and Stroud's going to be able to keep him in this the way that he moves through the pocket and the way he delivers the ball. Um, I just don't trust Lamar in a close game. And the end of the game, his every year, man, there's something at the end of the game where he'll like throw an interception late, or there'll be a fumble or something late, man, and uh, he just gives away the game. So let me look at this. DN questionable, questionable, questionable. Injured reserve: Noah Brown, Eric Murray, cornerback, strong safety. Um, Baltimore guard questionable. Linebacker questionable. Zay Flowers questionable. Huh. This is interesting right here. Flowers. Hmm. Very interesting. Let's see if he's gonna play. They really. I feel like they need Flowers, man. He is a dynamic wide receiver, man. Where's the tight end? I thought their tight end was questionable. Where's he at? Or is he just not? Is he not even going to play? Hmm. He's not listed. All right, with your ads. So that Zay Flowers is interesting for me also. Um, hmm. I thought their tight end was going to be out. Anyways, it's kind of how I feel about this game. I feel like it's going to be a close one. I feel like Lamar was going to give it away, man. Ooh, money line. Ravens 9.5. I'll take that one, man. That's over under 45. Yeah, I see like a 27-30. Interesting. Wait for my quick picks. It'll be a short. Um, Look at the next game. Hey, get out of here. Um, this is going to be an interesting one for me too. Um, San Fran's defense. That's what that's what I'm gonna be looking at, man. Can San Fran can't defend everybody? Hmm. That's can the cornerbacks, can the cornerbacks, defensive backs, safeties be disciplined for San Fran? I know this offense is going to beat them up. Um, that Green Bay defense, they're going to get beat up by this San Francisco offense. I'm just trying to see what any receiver can play. Blah, blah. I guess you guys can go read that if you want. FanDuel, give me a promo, guys. Can Packers stun the 49ers? I don't think so. I think the 49ers are going to be that defense is going to be disciplined. They're going to put up points. 27-20. Check out the quick pick on that one. Bucks Lions. Florida man. Going for the Bucks, guys. Come on. Ooh. Yeah. This is gonna be a tough one. Lions at home, buying off kneecaps. I'm gonna be rooting for my Tampa team, guy. Study some film. Oh yeah, that was funny. Baker. Oh man, I don't know if he even studies film. That was funny. And then Sunday night, Chiefs Bills. Dude, can we get a 45-40? Uh, I think the Bills will be able to get this one, man. What does this CNN reporter say for it? Hope she goes home crying after the Bills beat the Chiefs. uh, Karma's a quesadilla? Let's go. KC Swifties. Bad blood waffle fries? Oh my god. Karma's a quesadilla, guys. That's that's how I'm gonna leave this one. Check out my quick picks later, guys. I'm out of here. Karma's a quesadilla. Big HDENT.